Chill, hold on.
Damn.
Who's mom?
I don't give a nigga. I don't care. Who's Marie?
Who's mom?
Who's Marie? Who's Marie?
You tell me who's mom.
Who's Marie?
Don't worry about it.
Who's
Who's
Marie?
mom? Who's mom? Don't worry about it. Who's mom?
Who's Marie?
Who's mom? Don't worry about it.
Who's Marie?
Don't worry about it.
Who's Marie?
Who's mom?
Who's Marie though?
Chill.
Who's Marie?
I had you got a phone. I had you.
Bitch, Mar will buy me a new one. Mar will buy me a new one. Mar will buy me a new one.
That's what I'm about to see Marie tonight.
Long enough.
You tight.
Yo.
Long enough.
That's what I'm about to see
Long
Marie
enough.
tonight. You tight.
Long enough. And his
Tight.
bigger than yours.
You tight. You cap.
It's bigger than yours.
You capping.
And it's bigger than yours.
Alright.
You don't even.
Dirt.
I like that.
I don't hit women, but you dirt.
I like that.
You dirt.
I like that.
As a matter of fact, let me
I like
call Marie
that.
real quick, bitch.
Go ahead, call her.
Oh.
Call her. Call her. I bet you won't have a phone next.
Nah.
I bet you
I'ma
won't
have my
have a
phone.
phone
I
next.
paid for my phone.
I bet you won't have a phone
I
next.
paid for my phone.
I bet you won't have
Where
one
your
though.
phone at?
I bet you won't have
Your
one
phone
though.
over there. Go
I
pick
bet
up
you
the
won't have
pieces.
one. I'm gonna.
Go pick
I'm
up the
gonna,
pieces.
like,
Here.
y'all gonna have to take. Like, he's gonna call the police on me.
Nah, chill.
He's gonna call the police.
Come get your phone.
He's gonna call
Here.
the police.
Bro, why
He's
would you
gonna call the police.
Get your phone here.
Yo, alright.
How you gonna
bro.
text Mom? Go ahead, text Mom.
Alright, bro.
Go ahead, text Mom.
This is crazy. I'm gonna get you a new phone. I'm gonna get her a new phone. This is crazy. Nah,
You
this,
dread.
nah, yo,
You dread.
listen, I did not mean for this to happen like this. You feel what I'm saying?
This is why I knew you was on that funny I wasted my time with you. I knew you was on that funny That's why I was with these other bro. That's why I was with these other bro.
You're whack.
dread.
I don't give a
Get a new
fuck.
phone, you're
You're
dread.
whack. I
Get a new
am.
phone, you're dread.
Tomorrow, I
Get a
don't
new
give
phone, you're
fuck.
dread.
I don't care.
Get a new
Get on
phone.
my face.
Get a new phone, you're
Get on my
dread.
face.
Get
Get on my face.
Chill.
Come here.
Yo, y'all dragging
Yo,
it.
yo, yo. Oh, that's it. Yo. Oh.
Text Mom now.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film. I just mean that it's no longer 1937 and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. I am.
So this young lady's name is Rachel Zegler, and she's scheduled to be the star of the upcoming Snow White film. But what's obviously odd about that is that how are you going to talk so negatively regarding the character and the history of the character if you're scheduled to play her in the future? Then you realize that Snow White is in Disney, and Disney has a habit of woking everything up. So it makes sense they want to kill the ideals of love out the story, or the ideals of a Prince Charming, or make her into a girl boss leader, as what she was always destined to be. This poor young woman is brainwashed. She's a young pawn for the girl boss epidemic. Now it's gonna be utilized to mess up the foundations of a classic movie. She had additional comments regarding all of this.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. Super weird. So we didn't do that this time. Cast a guy in the movie, right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
What's so interesting about these comments is that not only is she being disrespectful to the movie, the original writers, and then talking about her current co-host, the male star, is gonna get his scenes cut, but also notice her mannerisms. Doesn't she just act like a little boy? The masculinization of little girls and the feminization of little boys will be televised, sadly so. But anyway, she, as well as the entire movie staff, received a ton of backlash for messing up what doesn't need to be changed, and she followed up with these comments.
I never wanted to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities I have when I say that this has been the biggest adjustment of my life, like understanding the way my life operates now, being who I am, and the things that I've been so fortunate to make. It comes with so much ground that I never thought I would be able to cover, and that people think I'm doing poorly, and other people think I'm doing gracefully, and I don't think I'm doing it at all. So When I tell you that it's hard, I just mean to be inside my brain. That's hard. And I'm there 24/7. I can't get out of it. And I don't know if that will make sense, but that's where I'm at. I'm so grateful for the things that I'm able to do. And a lot of what I'm able to do is because of you guys. And I'm so unbelievably thankful for that. At the end of the day, I look at this trip and think, if somewhere like that can exist, and so can my tiny pink bedroom from New Jersey, I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats. And maybe that's a weird takeaway for this video. This is a life. This is real. It's filled with a lot of beautiful moments and beautiful people. I have a loving family, an incredible boyfriend that I love so much, beautiful friends and family, people that I miss. It's a privilege to miss people the way that I do. But it's hard. And it's lonely. It's very lonely. I just know that if that loneliness can exist, so can other things, and I will be okay. Maybe that's a weird takeaway.
So she shits on the OG Snow White. She shits on men in general. And now she's upset because of the backlash that she has received. And of course, here comes the victim card with a little dash of, you're gonna end up taking me out of context. The amount of unlikableness stacked up in a row was super impressive. And now it's being reported that she was recently axed from the movie. While filming, Zegler received much backlash due to comments that she made. Zegler has been put on blast by many Disney enthusiasts over quotes where she shared she hadn't really even watched Snow White as a kid, and that the fairy tale just seemed weird to her. The original animated classic, which was pieced together by Walt Disney himself, holds a special place in the hearts of many Disney fans, but the company has essentially torn it apart in its live-action adaptation. Listen, you go woke, you go broke.
This girl right here, she fine as hell, man, I'm telling you. These days, man, when you take a girl out, man, you gotta actually go. Oh, man, you got some nuts. No, that look like a little Filipino girl, man. You know what I'm saying? Little Filipinos be looking good, man. You know what I noticed about?
They're crazy as hell.
You know, Asian dudes, they're real feminine, make real good transgenders. They make good transgenders. What's a good transgender? They look female, like females. Them Asian dudes make some good transgenders. Let's get off this topic. This is gay as hell. Well, you came up with it. It makes some damn good transgenders. Let's let it go. Hey, in the comments, how many of you guys out there hit that? Hey, Kim, what's wrong with you?
So, I summoned a storm accidentally while working on my energy skills today.
What?
As you can see, there was no wind before. It was actually sunny the whole day. Not even 3.5 minutes after I started, the wind began to go crazy. This isn't the first odd experience I've had with weather. I did not intend for this next part to happen, but it did, so I went with it. I felt energy surging down my spine. I was feeling what hand movements made the wind pick up and what did not. I was laughing in my mind like, how the hell is this happening? I decided to get up and grab myself to guide while still playing with the wind. We have abilities that are untapped, things we don't know about until they surface. People can call me crazy all they want. I want to teach you that we can do unexplainable things. This is the sky after. Bless. We have no limits. Go to nature, find what is hidden. It is there, whatever you're looking for.
The more that I do content like this on the internet, the more that I think that one of the most important subjects in school that should be taught over and over again is statistics and probability. Let me make my case here real quick. There's so many people in our world here today that just feel their way through our lives. Let me spin my arms in the world and pray to the energy crystal gods. The weather. Look at it. It just happened. Meanwhile, the meteorologist before you went outside predicted with a certain statistical probability that it was going to rain at this specific time. Think about how much things in the world would be solved if you stamp probability and statistics into the minds of these irrational, illogical people. Industries would begin to crumble. No more astrological signs. No more tarot card readings. Oh, palm readings gone. No more Miss Cleo calling me now. And what you would also see is the fall of the gambling industry, because so many people would then understand that the house will always win over time. But you summoned a storm, ma'am? Really? If this is not enough proof to determine that some people's voting rights should be questioned, then I don't know what is.
I have been with my fiance for 7 years. We got engaged last year, and he is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Recently, while surfing alone, I met this guy, and we had a great first conversation. He's
Shout out to Jonah Hill and all the surfers out there.
Incredibly attractive, intelligent, driven, and confident. He is recently married and asked for my number at the end of the surf session. I made it clear it should be a double date because I'm engaged and he's married. Fast forward 2 months and we've all hung out a couple of times. However, the more we hang out, the more I am growing a real crush on this guy.
You are a rotten piece of shit. What the You just got engaged. Be happy for it, you modern ass woman. What is wrong with you? Shit. Sorry. I don't know what came over me.
I feel guilty for feeling this way. This has never happened to me before, and I'm constantly uneasy because the temptation is very real.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised at all?
But what I'm saying is she didn't do anything wrong the first time.
Yes, she did.
Yes,
Are you ready
the number
for
exchange?
It? Yeah. Who does that? You don't just give some random person your number. You don't ever just give some random person your fucking number.
I guess like
you did this. You did this to yourself.
All 31.2 women that watch this channel, listen to me. Cheating doesn't begin with an eggplant down your throat. Cheating begins with opening yourself up to those of the opposite sex. If you are engaged, there is no reason for you to be making male friends while doing athletic activities. But outside of all of that, my guess is that she's been a cheater her entire life. You guys gotta understand this about relationships, is that there will always be someone with some component or characteristics that's better than what you have in your current relationship. There'll always be someone much more attractive. There'll always be someone much more intelligent. There might be even those that provide much more peace. So continuing to lie to women as if men and women can legitimately be friends continues to set them up in a situation where they will more than likely cheat. I just hope that this guy watches this and then cuts off the engagement. Aorta.
Masculine attracts feminine and feminine attracts masculine.
Sure.
What does the world think is masculine energy? It's the highly successful, A-type, highly driven, Ferrari, Rolex wearing masculine. I hate to break it to you guys, but that is the most scared man on the planet.
Here we go.
The man who is in his divine masculine doesn't need the Ferrari, doesn't need absolutely anything. So what is happening is the wounded woman is attracting the wounded man. Only the healed woman can attract the healed man. Only the divine feminine can attract the divine masculine.
Only the divine panderer can attract the divine idiot. Ladies, do y'all really listen to content creators like this? Does it feel good to just absorb the medicine and the copium of lies? There's a couple of things that's happening in his logic flow. I think for number one, he's a content creator, and oftentimes content creators want to break things down to its most simplest level, if then that type statement. So even the most average, dim to basic thinkers can understand a degree of the logic flow. But the issue with that, and I've said this previously on my platform, is that the world is not black and white. It's often gray, and there's often a degree of nuance within that. If the world believes that masculinity is all of these material goods, which I don't personally believe, then that means that the man that has achieved all these material goods are wounded? What is this shit? This guy is legitimately shaming highly competent men, highly utilized men who choose to spend their money on objects, on material goods, which we all already know is a uniquely masculine, as women generally like to spend their money on much more experiential things. But this guy is confusing a high degree of competence or his material accumulation with being wounded. That's all cap. You know how much strength, courage, confidence, and competence that it takes to become a highly successful, extremely valuable man in a competitive or a capitalistic environment? Stop the cap. Low key, you know who else doesn't give a fuck? This lovely young lady right here when considering her parents' feelings about her being a sugar baby. Nor does she give a fuck about having the gnarled, wrinkly, prune-shaped fingers caressing down the nape of her back while rearranging her insides. No hate to the old guy. It's your money, my G. Spend it how you see fit and enjoy your life. If there's harlots wanting to sign up for this shit, can't be mad at them.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so we're trying to figure out who to text back. We have 2 different guys texting us. Guy number 1 said, "Good morning, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day today." I love him. I like him. We like him. We like him. Throat's a little dry, so we don't like him. You shut the fuck up. Don't listen to her, okay? She just confuses everyone. I don't know why the keep inviting her to these meetings. We like him. He's good for us. We like him. Well, who's guy number 2? Okay, so guy number 2 finally texted us back after leaving us on red for 3 days. And he said, "Yo, let me slide tonight." I love him too. That one. I want that one. Okay, let's do this. We'll text back both. But the guy who left us on red for 3 days, what time did he text us? 9:45. Okay, leave him on red for 15 minutes and then text him back.
The brain.
That'll show him. Oh, that's good. I like that. All right, I'm gonna head out.
Is it me or do...
Wait, hold on. Big brain play. Big brain play. Yo, the idea of, number one, fathers, please stay in y'all daughters' lives. please, as much as what you can. And I know a lot of times it's of no fault of your own of why it's being made so difficult that you cannot be within their lives. But that's what I see. I see those that continue to go after the dudes that are not the good men as simply a adaptation for a broken home, one of which they did not receive the love, attention, support, and affection from their father, then build healthy bonds with the opposite sex. When I see topics like this, I either think A, it's a learned behavior, B, it's a component of nature, or C, just what I was just explaining, and it's an adaptation of something lacking within their lives. And for all of the dudes that are attempting to continue to seek out non-healed women, there's nothing you can do to save them.
Heard a minute that's corporate, but thuggish, but did a little time, but are reformed, that been a thought, but want to be in love now. Where y'all at? Please tap in. Please tap in.
I am entirely convinced that the modern woman today believes that she lives in a fantasy where she can Frankenstein a man that never existed before up out of the ether. This is like the man equivalent of asking for a young woman that can cook like a chef, dance like a stripper, gives the top or the dome of a Tiana Trump or a Superhead, but is a virgin and wants to stay at home and never go out and go 50-50 on all of the bills. But yet she's as bad as an Instagram model, but doesn't respond to any DMs, and she goes to church every Sunday. Absolutely ridiculous, right? But I took a look at her comment section and it's full of a whole bunch of, "Yes, queen, where they at though?" Absurd.
Hi.
Hey, what
Here
up?
are just a couple more ways you can tell if a man is hyper feminine on dating apps and social media. And I'm going to throw in another red flag just for good measure.
All right, the first thing we're going to look at is if they answer any of their questions with things like, "I want somebody who wants to build an empire, who puts in the work, grinds," or "I want to
she's not lying.
Find a gym partner."
To work, to grind, these are all expressions of masculine energy. So an empowered masculine man isn't going to be seeking that out in a feminine partner. Does that mean they don't appreciate it? No, it just means they don't have that craving for it because they are that. This is good for us women and girl bosses to keep note of because we could tend to lead with our masculine accomplishments, achievements, and that doesn't do well if we're trying to attract a masculine partner. So all of this is feminine energy.
I agree with the first half of that. I don't agree so much with the finding a gym partner. A dude might write that in his profile to signal that he wants his lady to work out. But if he's putting it in there because he needs a woman to hold himself accountable, then I agree. But ladies, let's not get it twisted. Being feminine, therefore, does not mean that you don't need to train and or work out. I often see certain types of women utilizing this idea of not training or working out as to say it's some form of grinding and why am I working so hard and why am I... No. To be disciplined within that means that you're taking care of your body. That means that you care about your health, that you won't blow up. Every single human on this planet should be active. They should have an active form of some type of hobby. It may not be going to the gym. Shit, it could be going to a dance class. It could be something else is my point. But to all 29.5 women that watch this channel right now, if you're not doing 3 to 5-ish days per week of at least 20 to 30 minutes of activity, most average men will take note of that, but you're not even on the radar for anything else but from a high value man.
The next is if they answer things like this: my greatest strength is caring too much.
Oh, I agree. That is
anything that
weak.
Carries that kind of emotion leading energy. It's just feminine. Now it isn't bad.
It's passive aggressive.
Emotions are beautiful. However, the fact that this is so forward, so out in front, tells me that he's not leading in his masculine. He probably wants some kind of emotional hero, some kind of caregiver taking you out of your feminine. It's a walking red flag.
Being a caregiver doesn't take you out of your feminine. Okay, I think her ideas of femininity are a little bit awkward and weird, but I agree with her on this. Putting that caring too much, that is some soy shit.
I have a good friend. She's been dating her boyfriend for probably 6+ years now.
Long time.
Yeah. And she's been cheating on him for 4. And I was with both of them the other night. We were drinking, and he let it slip to me that he was saving up to buy a ring because he wanted to propose soon. So now I'm in this really awkward position. I'm closer to her as a friend.
Sure.
But I feel horrible for him, obviously. And so I just don't know how to navigate this situation.
So, Panda, what's girl code? What would you do? Would you tell her, like, hey, get your ish together? Would you say something to the man? Or would you just stay out of it because, like, I'm supposed to protect her at all costs?
I definitely wouldn't tell the guy, like the guy who's being cheated on. As you as a friend, Anna, on the outside, I would not cut right in the middle of that.
Yeah, I don't think you get involved in that. I don't think you get involved like that.
That's a totally different thing,
yeah.
But I would talk to the friend, the girl, and just be like, hey, how are you feeling about your relationship? Because
I don't have a problem you telling the guy.
Really?
She's doing it. You have to be accountable for your actions.
Then she loses her friendship with
I know.
with the
I don't
girl.
want to lose the friendship because
she's not a very good friend, but making you cover up her cheating ass.
I know. I know. I have a good friend.
Now you guys understand why it took so long to get male content popping across the internet. The girl code or the sister code, whatever you want to call it, is strong and it runs exceptionally deep to the extent of us thinking with rose-colored glasses when we think about women. But gentlemen, listen to me. If your girl knows that her homegirl is a perpetual cheater and continues to be her friend, her best friend, what have you, then your girl's a hoe too. And they both belong to the streets.
Lady in the street and a freak in the bed. Y'all ever heard of that? Yeah. Then why don't you guys act that way?
Because we don't want to. We just want to be sluts.
So when you get called out for being a slut out in
opinion.
public, do you care about the consequences that come with that?
No.
Do you even want to change that?
I'm going to be driving away in my Mercedes, like, bye.
Okay, so what about your daughters, your future daughters, if you have any? Do you want them being looked at how you guys are looking at yourselves right now?
Obviously, I don't condone it, but, like, I definitely say, like, whatever you're comfortable with. And I say, like, look, if your kid's bullying my kid because of what I did online, I feel like that's screwed
Maybe
up.
you should set an example so that she wouldn't get bullied.
Even if I set an example, people are still going to get bullied.
So you think that spreading your legs is something to be proud of? Y'all really think that?
As women, why should our value be like our kids? Like, I don't plan on having kids. I don't think all women.
Well, our value as women is innately our ability to create and sustain life.
Yes, it will never not be cringy, sad, yet funny watching the obviously destroyed spirits of these destructive modern women. I mean, they're not even just physically, but also emotionally corrupt. You can almost look into their eyes and see the lack of father that existed within her life. But this tatted up young lady right here is simply experiencing the frustrations that men have been talking about for decades now. But the decades of pandering to women has allowed them to completely ignore objective reality and concrete facts. Enjoy your Mercedes, madame. The faster that you get this material good will be the faster that you understand that it won't make you happy. It won't heal the bankrupt hole within your heart. At this point in the game, only true self-reflection and understanding and healing of past trauma, probably through professional help, will be your saving grace.
A 21-year-old woman and a 21-year-old man, who has the higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman.
25-year-old man and 25-year-old woman, who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman again.
A 30-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man, who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
The 35-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman, who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
And as I keep going in 5-year increments, will women ever overtake a man's sexual marketplace value?
Not in the long term, no.
No. Will it grow at a steady rate, or will it get exponentially larger? Meaning a 50-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman, will they have the same difference between them as a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman, or will it be greater?
It'd be greater.
Yeah.
Thank you. So by math, you've just said women have roughly a 10-year period before their value dips below men. So it doesn't matter if men aren't ready. Men have a fucking lifetime. Women got 10 years.
Listen, and that's why he was the godfather at the end of the day. Time is kind to men, whereas nature is kind to women. Guys, listen, I'm 38 years old right now. All my G's out there that still continue to take care of their body, take care of their skin. Think back to high school. Remember that baddie back in high school? Go and look up on the Facebook. She more than likely is beneath your level at this current junction. If she's still single, there is no way she is more valuable than you right now in the dating marketplace today if you're around my age. That's been only 20 years of time. That's why I need all my G's out there to be long-term thinkers. Bump the short game, get to the long game.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. My name is Jenna. Some call me
You're not my class.
You're not my class.
I said you are not my class.
A fairly wordy.
You want to see crazy.
Low on your body, them on your case. None of them ready, yeah, why not my charge?
Papinko Tabalaya.
Come on, hey! Oh, swore. As I walk through the valley of the shadow.
Let me just comment on this real quick. This whole meta of guys doing fake pranks where it's bad chick who's obviously an actress getting in the said car, I thought that would have died down like at least 5 or so years ago, but it's apparently a thing still on YouTube. I refuse to review any of those goddamn dumbass videos. But if you were to say there was anything about YouTube being akin to porn, it's that. Dudes will watch that type of content and just be so goddamn angry at the chicks. Like, my G, I can't tell that those are fake goddamn videos. Let's keep watching. Oh, a Bentley to a Benz.
You are still not my class.
Listen, I don't care what type of class, what it is that you profess. Telling someone that you are not their class is the lowest class that you can possibly be.
Nobody's safe. I'm sorry, but nobody's safe. Please look at this filter.
Hey, yo, what the?
Oh my God.
Oh, no. No, hell no. What is this? Send the meteor. No. No, she went from a solid 5.5, maybe a 6 in good lighting, to a goddamn 9. Milk of magnesia. So I just did a little bit of research off screen because I really simply couldn't believe how good that this was, and the idea that this looks different than a filter to me. So what this is, it's still called a filter, but it's called the bold face filter on TikTok. Old filters used to use like a 3D model to affix to your face. But this new version of a filter takes your face, compares it to a data set of images, and then alters it based off of machine learning. This is simply crazy to me. There's so many people going in the future that's gonna be catfished by artificial intelligence. And this obviously is not healthy. And although you could talk about the amount of dudes that will be catfished, I think this is less healthy for women. But I also think that women are going to begin to judge the way that they look and their requirements that they expect from men on how they look on AI filters just like this one, the same way that they utilize the way that they look in makeup to do the damn same thing. Dear men, listen to me. Let them fiddle with technology. There is no bold face filter for your utility in life. Keep on crushing it. Stay focused, fit, and successful. These are the things that men need to focus on in this life.
Here's why the gym does not matter. I'm tired of guys that are like, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm trying to get fit. I feel like I have a pretty decent tone. I don't need to go to the gym, because you pull up to the gym, making less than 10K a month, pulling up in your bullshit fucking Corolla, and I pull up in my McLaren. It's not even a contest, dude. No one gives a fuck about your muscles. Most of the guys that go to the gym, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're fucking stupid. All that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupider.
So this young lad right here, we'll refer to him as Bottom G, was roasted relentlessly all over TikTok for this video. Guys, listen to me. Don't stop going to the gym. There's too many positives not to go to the gym, as it positively reflects on your body, your health, your mental health, your discipline, etc., etc., etc. But do work to reduce obsessive habits that have no value or little to no return on your investment within your life, such as playing excessive amounts of video games, watching porn, drinking, watching too much TV, or for those out there that do drugs.